Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the EuroLeague Watchalong, where you get to watch the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague game of the week. We're kicking off this season with somebody very, very special. He's got over 100, and I think it's like 133 EuroLeague games. I think he dropped about 50 bodies over that 130 EuroLeague games. Please give a nice welcome to my man Curtis Jerrells. What's going on, CJ?
Not much, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, man.
Hey, no, it's all good, man. I don't know if you expected Christmas to come early, but we got a great game today, man. We got CSKA and Milan. It looks like they're doing the starting lineups right now, man. I think it's gonna be a good game to start off the season, man.
Yeah, man. A good game out the gate, really. Usually I'll kind of have a couple, you know, uninteresting games to start the year league, but they coming in hot with this one. They both was in the Final Four, wasn't they? Or they just to
Yeah,
make the
I
Final
mean,
Four?
I think yeah, they the last time these two teams met, they met for the third place game. I think between both of the
Oh,
coaches, obviously we got two of the best EuroLeague coaches ever in Itutis and Messina. And I think right now they tied 2-2. They met each other four times. They tied 2-2. They both play for. They both coached for CSKA back in the day, and they got some championships. So it really can't. You really can't find a better matchup for the first game of the season, man.
yeah, man. We're players and coaches, like you said. They're showing the coaches now, and
Yeah.
yeah, man. They both coached in the place, so they want to be for sure. Secretly, they both want to be the better coach in that atmosphere. But it should be fun, man. They both are really discipline driven guys. I've known some guys that play for both on both sides, and they say they both a
Mhm.
pleasure to be a part of.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what both teams are looking like. I mean, I think if you look at like Milan, I mean, even starting with Milan, man, I was really upset they ended up losing, Punter and Lede, but they got some good additions. But I just feel like after a run like that, and I understand it's a business, guys are gonna do what they got to do, but you just want to see them kind of keep everybody together.
Well, both of us, have been in the business or a part of the business, and those are two to me. Those are two key ingredients to the success they had. But it doesn't
Mhm.
surprise me um, that that Milan makes a move like this. It was kind of similar to our 2014 run, and we lost to Maccabi in the top eight. We had home court
Right.
advantage. Really should have won, but those guys on the other side, Tyrese Rice and Joe Ingles was on that team. They beat us, and but
Yeah.
season that we had, we felt like we should have brung all those guys back, and we pretty much busted up the team. So Milan has a lot of new
Man.
faces, and I think that that's going to be one of their toughest battles early on is just getting familiar with each other because the summer was quick,
Hmm.
man.
Yeah. Nah, it was, man. I mean, especially because of COVID. That season was so long, and it's unfortunate, but Seska got some. They got some new faces too. Got Alexis Fred and Grigonis had a great year last year. So there's a lot of firepower on both sides.
Yeah, for
A
sure.
lot of
It'll definitely
scores.
be interesting to be a good game, man. I'm excited for it. Alexis is pretty much at home, man. It don't matter where he
Yeah,
play, we know what we're gonna get from him. So
nah, 100%, 100%. Oh yeah, it looks like they're about to do a moment of silence. So I
oh
guess
yeah.
we'll do the same. right. Like we about to get started. So I know you've been to Milan, you've been to Moscow. Who got the better food?
Milan for sure. Um, I mean, I'd say it's opinion based, obviously. Um,
Hmm.
I say Milan. Yeah, yeah. Italian food is really, really, really good. Authentic Italian food.
Oh my bad. They doing a. It look like they're doing a moment of silence now.
Okay.
Yeah, they just did a moment of silence for the legendary Dusan Ivkovic, who just passed away recently.
Much,
Uh,
much, much
on the
respects. Yeah, he's a great man, great coach. I never had the chance to play for him. I met him a few times, but so many
right,
people speak highly of him, man. So that's means a lot in itself.
indeed. Look like we getting started, man. So you do you remember back to your first EuroLeague game? What's the nerves like on opening night in EuroLeague?
Well, my first EuroLeague game, I came to Partizan, but I came mid-season, so the pressure was different because we needed, I think, two wins out of three. We needed at least two wins, and I kind of came. I think the first game was against Kimki at Kimki. The game, they just told me to go in there and just try to, get equipped to the pace and the style. And
Right.
another one of those games was at Maccabi. And that year, just to put into perspective, that was the year Maccabi had went to the champion. They went to the Final Four in the championship game.
Yeah.
And so then it was we had one game against a Polish team that they was like, look, that's the one we need to win. So I had to really adapt quickly.
Mm.
But I mean, I had a really good team, man, and it was basketball to me. I didn't really understand the level and the importance
Right.
and just like it was to me it was my first game in Europe and I'm playing against Europeans and this is Europe basketball. But I quickly learned we made the next round and then we had to play Siena. And around that
Hmm.
time, Siena was like, I mean, Siena and Madrid was in our next pool. It was unreal for me then.
Yeah. No, they definitely had some teams, man. But I mean, it looked like Shved already got off. He already got a tray ball
Yeah,
off. That ain't how you want to start the game. You don't want to get him going.
and he got a clean look too. That was it wasn't a
Hmm.
different.
You do not want to get him going. I like Ife Lundberg, man. I think he's gonna have a good
Yeah,
year this
I
year.
over. Oh my goodness,
Mm. Somebody
and
got hurt. Ooh, damn! I hope it's not bad.
he wrote up
Dang, I hope
knee.
that's not bad. They need him too. Let's see what happened here.
Mm, I saw
Somebody
that. I
fell
want
on
to
his
see.
leg, huh? Oh,
Oh, he
oh,
wrote.
that might be an ankle. Yeah,
He grabbed his knee though.
Lutonov just came back. Man, I hope he all right, man. That's just bad luck, man. Come back from
Man,
injury, get hurt.
he just came back from injury.
Yeah, it looked like it might be an ankle though.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope it's just an ankle, man. That's a big blow for them though. That's a big blow for them. That was gonna be one of the matchups I was looking forward to with him and Kyle Hines battling it out down there. It's basketball. You got to live and adjust.
Shingalia.
Like,
I like his game, man.
yeah, nah,
I
he
like his
tough.
game. I like that attitude. I like it.
He's tough. Open look. Trey ball. Yeah, hopefully they can get Nicola back. You have to do any? You had to deal with any injuries in your career? Nothing major, right?
Yeah, man. Achilles. I mean, I had Achilles
Oh,
tear in 2015.
mm.
Yep.
How was that rehab process?
It was long, man. But I had a lot of good people around me, man.
Right,
Just I'm the type of guy, like, a lot of people was telling me that I wasn't, going to get back or be the same. And, when I started hearing that type of stuff, it just kind of cranked me up. And then, like I said, I had a
right,
lot of really good people around me to, keep me positive during that time. And it was actually pretty dope. That was the first time that, like, basketball was, like, taken away from me. Um,
right.
and and there was nothing else to think about. You know us, man. Like, we wake up in the morning and it's like, all right, what am I gonna do today to get better? Or, if you had
Right,
a
right.
game, the next day you thinking about which moves I would have made and which reads I should have made, and it
Mm-hmm.
never stops. You could be, you could
At
be in a club
all.
and start thinking about, see somebody and be like, oh, I want to go, like, to the gym now type. So that
Right,
was the first
right.
time it was taken away from me, and then it actually put a lot of life things into perspective for me. And just, I got hurt in March. So, I was through the summer. I was still home, like, for Thanksgiving for the first time, Christmas. So,
Mm-hmm.
it was actually, it was a good experience for me. And being injured sucked,
Right.
but
I feel like it just wears on your mental, man. Like mentally, it's like, you start just having a little battle with yourself and, just doing the same thing every day. And then you just, just the thirst to get back on the court. It's tough,
yeah.
man. Any injury.
And I think that when it's a big injury like mine, it's nothing you
Mm-hmm.
can't get back on the court. So you like, what? All I have is
Right.
this. Then,
Right.
those battles start to happen when you get out there. Like, I wasn't, like, fully myself again until it took me about 4 or 5, and I think that was, more frustrating than anything.
Right. That's a good pass. Yo, I love Siobhan
Ellie's
Shields'
back.
game, bro. Yeah, Melly's back.
Yeah,
Melly's definitely back. He's definitely back.
yeah. I got a
He
lot of
gonna be
respect
he
for
gonna be a
Shields,
big
man.
player for them. Yeah, Shields tough.
He's definitely he's a competitor, man. He's efficient. He's effective. I like him.
Yeah, look like everybody done got warmed up now. Starting to make some
Mm.
shots. Easy bang out. You think it's better opening night play on the road or at home?
Home for sure.
Which would you prefer? Home?
Yeah, I think it's all going to depend on your fans, man. So, like, I played at Partizan. Like, it really don't get, you know better than that for the teams I've played on. And
Right.
you love to be in front of that crowd. I went into that gym too as an opponent, and it's not easy. But,
Yeah.
Milan also too had a nice atmosphere. So I think it's just a matter of, what your home crowd is like. If they strong, you want to be at home for sure. On the road is
Right.
fun though. On the road
It look like they got a good crowd out there tonight. which you
It's
just never
solid, but
know
it's
with COVID
Cheska,
and
man.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It may be some
Yeah.
restrictions, but it's Cheska. That's supposed to be packed if it can.
Nah, they in Milan right now.
Well, I'm saying they playing against
Oh, the team.
Cheska's.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, nah, for sure, man. For sure. So you got any like Armani? Did you meet Mr. Armani while you was there? You had to. What was that like the first time you met him?
It was surreal, man. You know, us being from the States, yeah, I know myself. I'm still not really like a fashion guru, so you just always used to hear, Armani, and it was like suits. You hear in movies and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
um, before I got there, I had this thing for Armani Exchange, like the clothes, and it just came out of nowhere. But I didn't even understand that Armani Exchange was different from Armani. So it's like when I go and I meet him, and then when you go there, you're gonna learn the history of him. You have to sit through some like not like seminars, but it's like uh, little meetings, and they show you just the history of
Mm-hmm.
where he's come from and what he's done. So, and I think that's actually good because you understand like the things that he had to go to be who he is. And like
Yeah. Yeah.
it was a pleasure, man, and a blessing like to meet him. He's a kind guy. Like down to earth, he speak to everybody. He's at like at least 90% of the home game. So
Right.
definitely a blessing, man. Then I got to learn some things about fashion.
Right.
Because it's like even though I wasn't into it before, why go to a place like that, meet a man like that, and not take advantage of that space?
Yeah. Nah. I still go back home. They be like, man, you be dressing like a European now. It just I think we over there so long, man. It kind of take a hold of you a little bit.
It do, and then whatever fashion it is, it's gonna spill over anyway. So it's like we
Right.
already ahead of the curve.
You ain't lying.
Man, I was over there and I saw a cell phone that well, when my buddy had got one here, and he was like, "Man, it's the new." I said, "Man, I seen that in like 2012 and in Turkey
Right.
somewhere." We just so slow.
Yeah, nah, I get like that sometimes, man. But definitely, man, everybody watching back home on the YouTube stream, drop your questions in the chat. We're gonna get to some of those questions, you know, as we uh as we work our way through this game. Shved, yo, man, like so EuroLeague has they got a fantasy league. So if you was drafting a fantasy team this year, who would be your top pick?
It's easy for me. My first pick, I'm going Mike James,
Mike James?
and that's
I
and
think
that's
I'm
if he,
going. Go ahead.
where you going?
I'm going Shved, man, because I feel like Shved's always top two or three in scoring, top two or three in assists. You know what I mean? You always gonna get that from him. So I feel like in the scope of like a fantasy league, I think I'd have to go with Alexi, man, because he gonna fill up that stat sheet.
Well, I don't think. Let me just say this: I don't think you go wrong with either guy. But
Right,
you say top two, top three. Mike is right there too in both of those categories.
for sure.
So it's just when it comes to those two, like I um I just think Mike is offensively. I think he's gonna do more that's like gonna actually hurt the defense. He gonna slash. He'll split screens. Shved can get it done, but I just think Mike is a little bit more creative in the one-on-one and also like for himself and others. But like you said, they both are always right there in top two in both categories, so
Yeah.
you can't go wrong.
Not at all, man. Look like we got a question from forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, Joris or yours, the pony. He asked, are you surprised by how good Monaco played tonight?
Um, No, I mean, I think those guys kind of had the basis of their team set, Monaco, and then you add Mike, and that just kind of brings in a different dynamic. Pana really looked unsure and uneasy about themselves, and I was really trying to find out where their offense was going to come from. They struggled on defense,
Right.
obviously, but it's game one. But I'm not surprised at how well they played at all. They look like a pretty confident group.
Man, Sergio out there dancing on them, but yeah, no, I was I mean, obviously Pana's been having some issues or whatever, but I was surprised Monaco played so well. Just being new to EuroLeague and just having some new faces and stuff, some new imports, and but obviously Mike kind of carried a lot of the load and kept them going, from jump. And man, it's definitely dope to see him back in EuroLeague and out there playing again.
Absolutely.
Yo, who would you say has been like the best international player you had to guard? The best European player you had to guard?
Hmm. That's tough. It's been a lot of years. Um, man. Let me think about that one for a second.
Yeah,
And
especially as
I'll
a
come back to that
PG. I mean, you
one.
came at a hot time. You was in EuroLeague at a
Yeah,
hot time as a PG, man. It
yeah.
was no
It
nights
was it
off.
was it was hot, and like I said, my first couple years, like my first year, uh, Planinich. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right,
Mhm.
but he like 6'8", 6'7", 6'8" point guard. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so yeah, it's like difficult, shifty, but it's just like, all right, your two man is 6'6". You're looking for someone for me to guard. You can say next thing is like height. Well, everybody's I got to guard. You know what I'm saying? So it's some
Yeah.
guys out there. I want to take because I faced a lot of good Europeans.
Yeah, I always felt like guarding European players it was way different than guarding Americans. It's almost like we moved to a different rhythm. You know what I'm saying? From
Yeah,
the way we
yeah,
step, the way we handle the ball. Like, playing in the States, a guy gonna be ha, ha, and then he's gonna try and yank you or whatever it is. And like the
yeah,
Euro guys, they just coming across and stepping over and like they hit you with some
yeah.
funny stuff every now and then. It's way
And I mean
different.
they can be going so slow, and the whole Euro step, and like you said, the step through is like the pace with that is just amazing. Like, okay, I'll say this: thinking about Spanulis, right? Guarding
Hmm.
him, he'll come full speed at you, and then he'll go so slow, his 1-2 step, and you like jump twice, and he's shooting his little floater. But one thing that's kind of easy about him is if you keep him off his right hand, he's a different player. But you got to do. It's not something that's easy to do.
Right, right.
You better your chances, but his pace, um, is really, really, really deceptive, man.
Yeah, nah, man. He had an amazing career, man.
Yeah, man. He's. I asked him for his jersey one of them last games. He said he was coming. He never gave it to me. So you see this, man. You owe
Right.
me a jersey.
Man, I think both of these teams coming off of losses in the semifinals last year, man. You got to imagine there's a lot of motivation in these programs, to kind of get over that
Yeah,
hump.
for sure. And I'm pretty sure that the guys that weren't in the locker room during those losses, they know. The other guys are like, hey, this is a big one for us. It means a lot to
Yeah. My man D Hackett just had a nice little bucket. Man, he was out in we played against each other in college, man. I didn't even know he was Italian until like
us.
till I got overseas. I was like, you was an Italian. I
Man,
was like, when that happened?
yeah, man. I was gonna say something about him as soon as I was gonna shout out to him, man, because D Hack is one of the best people like you could ever meet, man. Like he
Yeah.
was a great teammate. You know, when we played together in Milan, he came over in December, and
Mm-hmm.
he actually came over to be the starter. You know, when I was the starter, he came over to be the starter, and you know, it was just in most situations, you know what I mean. I think it's a testament to both of our like attitude and mentality because it
Right.
wasn't no beef. It was like, hey, him actually being a starter was best for the team because we had Keith Langford, we had Ale Gentile on the wing. So it was like me, I'm more aggressive. So I didn't quite fit with that group, but I was able to make my staple with the second group because it allowed me to play how I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
play. So understanding that and like man, me and Hack we became so close, man. It was unreal. He's a good guy, man.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. He's good peoples, man. I seen him on the obviously we played against each other for some years, and then I seen him on the circuit when we were trying out for teams and stuff after we graduated. But yeah, man,
Mm-hmm.
he's had a hell of a career, man.
Yes, indeed. D Hack. Yeah, nothing about his name is Italian. Maybe Daniel, but you know we say Daniel.
Yeah, man.
He's Danielle
I'm talking about.
over there.
He had me fooled, man. So we got Seska up 29-21, and I think Milan definitely gonna have to pick up the pressure or something, man. Close this gap a little bit. Jessica getting some easy looks. Got a couple open threes. Obviously, all this is easier said than done, man. Jessica got a lot of weaponry, but
Yeah, and
definitely
I
gonna
mean,
have to
like I
turn
said,
it around, man.
and for the most part, them dudes used to playing with each other, man. Like you know, they got a few new
Yeah.
faces, but like I said, it's over there. They just kind of they're Russians, and you know, to me, that's the best way to because you're not trying to figure everybody and everything out. You know, everybody's used to each other.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never played one place 2 years in a row.
Okay.
I I signed a deal once for 2 years, but that was I got injured, so I ended up missing that whole next season. But
Right.
you know, that's a luxury, man. To
Yeah.
be
Nah, for
somewhere for
sure.
like 2 years in a row, and keep the core, and come back and
Man, that don't happen across the waters, man.
yeah, it don't.
It don't happen at all. And here we go. We're tipping off the second quarter, man. All I know is if Milan keep giving up these 30-point quarters, it's gonna be a long night.
30 is alive. 30 is alive.
30 is a lot for an opening quarter, man. You might as well start the
10
bus. It's gonna be like that.
a 10-minute quarter.
That's what I'm saying. There we go.
Hey, Hall's a lot taller and he's a lot bigger than what I thought.
How tall is he?
I don't know, but I'm looking at him. He's next to Will is like he ain't.
Yeah, yeah. Ballin' boy. All right. It's something about a buzzer three, man. It's just deflating. After you done defended well the whole shot clock, that
From the
buzzer
five
three
minutes.
go in, especially from the big, you like, yo,
Kyle, like, let me get mine back.
Okay, we got a question from Ashton Jewell. Favorite EuroLeague player of all time since you've been following?
Keith Langford is
Mm,
easy for me.
that's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great one. He was a straight
Keith
bucket.
Langford. Hey
He was
man,
a
I got to see
straight
it up
bucket.
close. That dude, shout out to Keith, man. That dude is like ultimate, professional. Like I watched it. I mean, work, taking care of his body, watching film, like the whole nine.
Right.
It was crazy. And he don't get a lot of
Yeah,
just
for
due
that.
because he's a scorer. People respect him in that sense, but it's like you know how it is, man. It's just different. And he plays different. He plays loud. At the end of the day, man,
Mm-hmm.
those results are what matter. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not for sure. And he's had a long career, man. And yeah, nah, Keith is tough. I love Keith. I might have to ride with you on that one, man. Keith was, Keith was,
Yeah.
he was different. He was different. We got Arnis Yagminas, favorite EuroLeague team or city to visit. Favorite EuroLeague city to visit.
uh, it's not too many cities better than Milan, in my opinion. I'm gonna say Athens too. I go Milan,
Okay.
Athens. I give you top three: Milan, Athens, and um, I like
Tel
Madrid.
Aviv over Tel Aviv?
Oh, see, okay. Let me bag up. Let me bag up. Let me bag
Yeah, let's go and hit reverse one
up.
time.
Right,
Let's
you're
get it
right.
reverse
Right.
one time.
Okay. So I'm
All
gonna
right. We
go.
gonna
I'm gonna
start it over. Okay, okay. New list, new list.
Okay, I'm going Milan. I'm going Milan, Tel Aviv, Athens, and that's final.
Okay. All right, cool.
It slips. See, that's why I don't like answering my questions too fast. Cause hey,
You gotta put your
yeah,
best
yeah.
foot forward. You know what I mean? We got do overs on this show. Don't even worry about it, man. We believe in second chances. We believe in second chances. Okay, Serge,
Milan, though,
scream at him
yeah,
then.
yeah.
Scream at him then. Serge ain't playing around, man.
He's tough too, man. He's a tough check too, cause he don't stop. He like it's like he plays like he have to play, and guys like that with ultimate confidence. You can stop him a couple
Yeah.
times, but he gonna keep coming, and he always gonna be there, in the big moment.
Oh, for sure, man. He a fighter, man. And just like that, it's a 2 point game.
Shook back,
He's
shook all the way back.
32 all the way back. Man, if you
What's your what- what's your top three cities, man? I want to hear yours, man.
my top three cities, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say definitely I'm going Tel Aviv, Madrid, say Tel Aviv, Madrid, and Milan for sure. Tel
Yeah,
Aviv, Madrid,
Madrid
and
is
Milan.
Madrid is cool. I don't think I've spent enough time.
Yeah,
And
I had a great
someday,
time in
in some game, you go on like the new schedule was like Tuesday, Thursday. Most of the games was on the Wednesday or Thursday, so it's like you don't get the
right.
full gist of a weekend or something.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's different. It's different when you go in there on a quote unquote work trip. But yeah, nah, Madrid is dope. Yo, who was like your toughest coach? Like as far as like in the locker room, timeouts? Like, you ever had like a screamer?
Um, Screen man. I've been fairly blessed in the coach department. I had a few that were difficult, but you know, in those situations, it was more personal. It wasn't about their coaching styles. I don't think I
Right,
played
right,
for one coach that couldn't really coach. Um, so and none of the guys really scream. I mean, they all scream at a certain point, but not just on you all the time. Like, and I think that's to me, it's a better coaching style because if you just like you know even put yourself in that situation. You don't want to listen to somebody that's just yelling at you the whole time. So
right, right.
I've had some guys who was really more finesse and was actually to get their point across. Now that I think about
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, for the most part, man, I think, and as players, we gonna complain regardless. It don't matter if things perfect. We
it.
gonna find something to complain about. But, I feel like more times than not, usually, cats is getting yelled at for a reason. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, just as a man, you just take it. I think we can just get used to it too. You know what I mean? It's just part of the game. Like, we're gonna raise our voice, things gonna get hot a little bit, then it's gonna calm down. Uh-oh. Oh, he should have dunked that one.
I thought it was boom.
Uh, Yeah, he took that two step like he wanted to do something.
Yeah, he playing solid though right now for him.
Nah,
This
yeah.
his first EuroLeague game.
Shoot, guy
Mm.
smoked it. Any of the current like EuroLeague coaches you would have liked to play for?
Yeah, man. Messina's one of them. A lot of these guys, their names be real difficult. Okay, big body.
Tough,
They name
tough. Big body
be
Ben's coming through.
the coach that's in Tel Aviv now.
Hmm.
He's a guy that I want to play for. Um, I already. I mean, I played with Adaman already at Ephes. He's like the ultimate. Like, I love playing with him, man. But yeah. I mean, outside of that, not too many guys. I'm just dreaming of playing for. I think at my age now, you kind of, with picking a team, and also it's got to be a mutual thing. But when your options open up, that becomes a big part of where you decide to go, coaching
Oh, for
style, and
sure.
you know, early on it was just like, hey, if it's a good opportunity, you want to go play. But a lot of times,
Yeah,
man, if
nah,
the
it's
style of play don't match the coach, it can get
right.
ugly.
That's why I try to tell young players, man. I'm like, do your homework before you sign that paper. If you got options,
Yeah,
obviously, you know what I mean. Because that coach, that'll make or break. Your relationship with the coach can make or break. You know what I mean. Your whole season. Just not even
hmm
from like an on the court perspective, but just enjoying the 9 months that you overseas, 9, 10 months you overseas.
exactly, man. It's so important, because you can go into a situation like you said, if you don't do your homework, you go in there thinking everything is fine, but you already behind the eight ball, not knowing that this guy, may not be a fan of your game or your style or just
Right,
attitude. I'm a lefty, so like a lot of times it look like I'm in cruise control or chill mode, but in reality, I'm playing hard. And I had a
right,
couple, coaches question like, hey, or you can go faster or you can, and it's like this is my pace. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
That,
I feel like they're giving more respect to pace now, though. Nowadays, not back when we was
yeah,
like young,
it's
but like nowadays they're giving more
it's
respect to
tough.
guys
Yeah,
that
yeah.
play slower.
it's come a long way. But at first it was like you need to get from here to here full speed, and
Yeah,
it's like,
man.
man, you got to be a little deceptive, or but yeah, man. If so it's very important to be really, really wanted by and accepted by the coach.
Yeah, 100%, man. Look like Melly about to get these guys a little cushion here. I don't flip the script on him. Oh, he tricked it. Left some money on
Shout
the
out to
table,
Melly, man.
but
My teammate too in Milan that the first year.
okay.
He's
How was
yeah,
he? How was he back then?
he was good. He was good. A little bit like timid, but he was a starter
Hmm.
for us, and he played big. He played big. His game evolved, down low with people his size. But like
Right.
we had David Moss, we had Keith Langford, we had Gentile. Like all those guys were post players anyway. So Melly helped us by
Hmm.
stretching the floor, keeping that
Yeah,
big man out.
for sure. It's a good find.
Really good defender for a 4-man too. Like on 1-4 switches, we used to switch.
Hmm.
Melly could slide us too, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's just such an underrated value when you got a big that can switch and just keep it interesting with the guard. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
keep him from getting blown by, man. It's so valuable, man. You could really like bring offenses to a stop. Yo, you ever played on a team overseas and they ain't had no barbers around and you just had to thug it out?
Yeah, man. My first year, first I want to say 2 years. Um, my second year I was in Turkey. I was at Fenerbahce, and there was a guy there I just hadn't found. So I was cutting my own hair my first 2 years in
Okay.
Europe. I had some good ones, I had some bad ones. You know what I mean? But
Bro, I remember when I got to Italy. I don't know if it was D Brown. D Brown was one of them. They was on my team, man, and they told me they was like, "Yeah, we ain't got no barbers out here. You just gotta thug it out." So I was like, "Nah, bro." Like, I went to the grocery store and bought some clippers. Bro, I looked
hmm
so hurt for like 3 weeks. Like, I still look back at them pictures like, "Yo, what was I thinking?" I got nice
it
with it. I
was
got nice with it towards the second half. Second half of my career, I got nice, but that first year
and
over
that, I mean
there.
that's what happened. By the time I found barbers. So, but it was like at any time I needed to. But hey, man, it's practice, man. They not as big on it as we are back home. So you
Right.
you know however yeah, however your hair look, you good over here.
But even like, our first years overseas though, Instagram wasn't that big, so you ain't even have to worry
That's
about the
another
pictures
thing.
floating around like that. You know what I mean? You could just wait till you got that one good one. Just throw that up there, you straight. The team ain't posting nothing. You all right,
Right.
you cool. Kind of float under the radar.
Nobody was taking nobody was taking pictures like that, man. Now it's like you get a bad haircut, oh, you gonna have 4 cameras on your head.
Mm, already. Already. So it was a must. It was a must to bring. It was a must to bring a gang of hats overseas because they don't be selling. They wasn't selling fitteds like that. So you had to bring a
Nah, no,
gang of them joints. Like,
they wouldn't bring them. Yep, they wouldn't. They don't. They not selling them. And I mean, like Serbia had a nice Foot Locker. Turkey got the big mall, but you might end up somewhere. Where hey, I played in Sassari for a year. Well, that was when COVID first hit, so it was like half the year, a little over half.
mhm.
You're not finding nothing. Island shoes, no clothes, no nothing, no barber.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And that's a tough turnover. Got a little 3-point game. Okay. We gonna see what Kyle got bringing it. Oh, come on! I want to see Kyle bring it across the timeline one time.
Oh, there it
I
is.
thought he was about to get into his bag. It's another turnover.
Oh man. Right now, I mean, trying to see where Cheska's scoring gonna come from. It don't look like they're
Yeah,
trying to do nothing for Will.
yeah. Will ain't got he ain't got some touches in space like that yet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what adjustments they make. Come the second half as we
Block party.
good finish,
Oh,
good finish.
here we go.
Oh, we got an open look.
Shorty. Who would you take as your favorite EuroLeague player? I know you agree with me on Keith,
Man.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
nah. I think Keith was definitely tough. Man, I used to really enjoy watching. I'm about to murder his name, man. Y'all forgive me. Diamatidas, the
yeah,
Greek
yeah,
point
yeah,
guard. He was
yeah,
so tough to me,
yeah.
man. I used to
He
love
another one
watching
of them
him
big
play.
guards, man.
Yeah.
He big guard. He played defense. He was gonna post you. He did a
Hmm.
lot, man. He can pass.
Yeah, nah,
I
for
played
sure,
against him
man.
kind of on the he was on the downside of
On the
his.
back end, yeah. I
It's
look
still
like
tough though. I
Delaney.
think
Delaney came in.
he did what?
It looked like he limping, walking off the court limping. We got 30 some seconds, 37 seconds left. Kyle Hines at the free throw line. Man, Kyle, I don't think you could think about winning without thinking about Kyle Hines, man, especially in terms of EuroLeague.
Hey man, that dude. Yeah, he make the best of every situation. I mean, you couldn't think about where he started was Olympiacos, right? I want to say.
Hmm.
So you go there, and that just kind of goes to show you too, with being with a guy like Spanulis, and it's and like they're apprentices or apprentice, however you say his last name. Like those guys, they've been around for so many years. So it's like you go into that environment and just kind of insert yourself because Kyle plays hard already, so he's like he fits in to be one
Yeah,
of them. Then the rest is just like history, bro.
yeah, nah, for sure, man. I mean, like for real, he like Tom Brady he like the Tom Brady of EuroLeague, man.
Yeah,
It's like
yep.
this dude,
And then think
he got
think about
so
what I
many.
said. Excuse me. Think about what I said about playing in one place for multiple
Yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah,
He been on like two teams. That's it.
yeah.
Me and you, I done been on about 10
Been
teams.
around the grid. What?
Yeah, But that's a luxury,
Yeah,
man. And, like y'all, you went back to back, and I think it was a weird stat. He had been like 9 or 10 fights or something
yeah,
in a
something
row.
crazy.
Like,
Yeah, something crazy. The amount of Final Fours he been in a row. He's just a winner, man. He's just a winner. All right, let's see what we got here. We gotta close the half out right. Heading into the locker room. Sved just got to lay up. Milan need to get a quick bucket before the half. What would you draw up here? Right before the half.
Where we got the ball at? Where the ball? We on the sideline. We got the basket. Do you know? They probably
I'm not
advanced
sure.
it.
I think we might got to walk it down. Yeah, they might advance it. But I mean, I think you got how many seconds left?
I ain't see the time either.
I think it's been like around 20 seconds.
There goes see Armani at the game right now. Right now, I think it's been pretty an even, contribution from the guys that's on the court right now. Maybe Hall seemed like he heated up a little bit, so maybe
no, for sure. Yeah,
maybe a screen to screen. I like screen to screen plays, man. The ball screen, back screen. I really enjoy that play.
Oh yeah, like the Spanish pick and roll.
Yeah, it looked like it's coming too. Look,
yeah,
caught it.
Yeah, you caught it. You caught it. Oh, they call a charge? What they call?
Looked like it was.
Yeah, they call a charge. Yep.
Oh yeah, that was a
good call. That's a good call. Nah, you called that joint though. That's when you know you a vet. Halftime. Dang. Man, so who stood out to you in that first half? Now that we at halftime, 1 point game, CSKA up 1. We basically knotted up.
I like Hall, man. I never really got to see him play. Didn't know much about him. But and that's just a whole. Like I don't do too much watching. Like when you're in Europe, you don't see a lot of college stuff. I watch some NBA stuff, but
right.
I like him. He a little, so I like him. Like, he was one guy that I really wanted to see play and really kind of check his game out. But I like him. Cheska, like it seems like I said, pretty even distribution between those guys. But I think one of them has to go ahead and assert themselves, whether it be Will or Shved or one of those guys. They're gonna have to come on strong. If they want to win, they're on the road too. So.
Right. Yeah. No. Definitely, man. If I'm Cheska in the second half, man, I got to get Will going. Got to give him a couple looks. Yeah. Get his rhythm going. So, we're gonna see what they do, man. But we at the break right now. We got some content for y'all to view back home. So I hope y'all enjoy. Stay tuned.
After 9 years away, Alexei Shved is back in the red and blue of CSKA Moscow.
Feels great to come back to the club where I started, play professional basketball, so I'm happy to be back.
I have talked with him extensively during the summer. We touch all the topics. I'm happy how he works, happy how he accepts being a good teammate, happy how he mainly knows most of the players that he's playing with.
I'm actually excited to play with him this year. He's been great for us this preseason, trying to find his way, and I think he's done that in these last couple games. I'm excited to see what he does for the season.
A EuroLeague champion with CSKA in 2008, two-time Alfonso Ford Trophy winner and the only player to ever lead the EuroLeague in scoring and assists in a single season, Shved will be central to CSKA's quest for a 9th European title.
CSKA, they have same ambitions every year. They try to win any championship they play. We are all together same-minded people.
I want my team to be as it used to be, our team to be a good example of how you go out there and fight. Our team to be ready to go and represent the colors of CSKA and Russian basketball in general once again. If we have those standards, that means that we are on the right track.
Last season, AX Armani exchanged Milan were a team reborn.
Milan have climbed the playoff mountain again. The three-time champions going back to the Final Four for the first time in nearly 3 decades.
Back to the Final Four.
Last year, reaching the Final Four has definitely changed our mentality. I think we're more ambitious. I think all of us are more hungry. We want to prove that Milan is a successful club and it's going to be one of the contenders in the EuroLeague for many years to come.
Pride restored, and this season, a reunion with ambitions to take Milano a step further this time around.
It feels nice to be back in Milan. I feel like, I always love the city and everything. But the organization is totally different. Last year they went one shot away from being the final of EuroLeague. So, we're talking about one of the best teams in Europe. I think we need first to achieve the playoffs, and then from there go to the Final Four, and then we will see. Final Four is a very special format, and hopefully everything goes how we hope, and we have to work a lot to to be there and to try to compete for the biggest trophy in EuroLeague.
Melli to the rack.
Birch goes at Melli, but Melli says 9. Goes there, delightful bounce pass to Melli.
Melli, look at that right there.
Off to Melli. He hits it.
Oh my goodness! And Nicolo Melli has come up with the goods once again.
Dance goed? Oh my god.
Happy face, you're smiling, you're joyful.
No hacket. It's not like no hacket.
Jesus, that's a gun show. All right, I'll turn around. I won't hit the lens, I'll just.
Did this just happen? No way.
Hello. Hello. We back. Halftime. Yo, man, I was watching that. They showed some during those Nicolo Melli clips. Like, yo, he dunked a lot of people just to be getting those fingernails barely above the rim, man. He was like one of the quick dunkers, you know what I mean? You be trying to cock back and block it, he just gonna quick dunk you.
Yeah, he's really athletic though. That's the thing. And it was like, he showed it every once in a while, but
Right.
definitely got some bodies.
Yeah, nah, he's a hooper for sure. Yo, so what's one of your favorite memories from your career?
Easily the the shot is what they call it in Milan. So it's it was a game, game 6 of the finals. So what was special about being in Milan that first year was that they hadn't won any trophy in 20 seasons, right? So you get the Super Cup, you get the the Middle Italian Cup, and then you get the at the end of the season, the Championship Cup. And in 20 years, they hadn't won any of those. Right? This is a long time for the biggest club in Italy. You're typically always with the biggest budget. And so after losing in the top 8, we went on to the playoffs. And in the league, and then in Game 6 was an elimination game for us. on the road and a tie game, and I hit a shot at the buzzer to force a game 7 to go home. And that, immediately just, how fans and stuff do, and it was just they called it the shot. So that went on to be my name, and we went on to win a championship. But it was like, for me, as a player, I'm looking at it like, man, look, I think that game, Gentile had like 27. Keith played solid, and me making that shot gave me like 5 points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So a lot had to happen, but it didn't really dawn on me how important and how big it was, because it took like 4 or 5 years to, like, on the day of, my like notifications on every social, it goes up, and it's like, hey, the shot. They made puzzles, they made T-shirts, they made all type of stuff. But those people who have been there for 20 years trying to wait on the team to win something, I just get there for 1 year, and I'm playing. I'm just happy we won. I'm happy I helped, but it was something that was really big and stuck with me, and it's like it's never going away. So that was easily like one of my biggest, for personal moment, for sure, in Europe.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I think just to catch everybody up on other action around EuroLeague, got Maccabi down against Bayern Munich, 42-48. And we got a big surprise. Real Madrid up 44-25 against Ephes. Like, that's crazy. Did not expect that right now. But yeah, it looks like Ephes is done big, man. It seems like they got some work ahead of them, man.
Is that game in Madrid?
I believe so. I gotta double check that. Yeah, it is in Madrid. That's tough. Madrid always gonna be ready though. Madrid always gonna be ready, but it's like we got a question. How do y'all feel about Unique's new moves, adding OJ Mayo, Cannon, Jerrell Brantley, Mario? How you feel about them making those moves?
I think when you just talk about talent and names, I think it's good. I'm not sure if those guys. I know Cannon was there last year, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he was. But the new guys, it'll be they in EuroLeague.
Yeah, they moved up.
Okay. Oh, because I think they won EuroCup, so they actually are EuroLeague. So yeah, it'll just be about them guys adjusting to because it's definitely a huge level of basketball from EuroCup to EuroLeague. It's a lot different, a lot different. I think every night, you got a chance to lose by 20 in the EuroLeague. Like, if you got, you could catch a team that's 1-9, and you can lose by 20. The EuroCup, it gets a little bit fuzzy sometimes, but I think that when talent wise and just by names, I think they're good pickups. They signed my guy Marco Spisu too, man.
Mm-hmm. They did, man. I think it's always tough, man. I think in Europe, pretty much every sport, the idea is to try and get, the best names is available. But I think it's just you just never know how it's gonna gel though. That's the crazy part. You go out there spend all this money, you don't know how it's gonna come together.
Hey, I played in Unix for a year. I was there
how
for
you
a
like
year,
that?
and living there, I'm a Texas guy, so living there, man, with the snow up to the door, and it get dark early, man.
Yeah.
It's not Kazan is not Moscow, so it's like it ain't restaurant on every corner.
Right.
They ain't just plowing that snow to make sure. It's like it's a, you gotta really, thug it out. And
what was you eating? What was you eating then?
Man, when I was in Kazan, I was eating. We would get salmon. We got them cheesy potatoes. Like me and James White used to go to this place, and James used to be like, "James, cheesy potatoes." It was like, but we ate that like every day, you know. So it was like salmon, mashed potatoes with like, it was like cheesy. But I mean, they had a few places, but it was like the rotation was very, very short and small.
Right. Yeah, nah, sometimes you get stuck in them type of cities, man. I felt like that's when I started learning how to cook. You know, you get stuck in enough of them small cities and, you know,
Yeah,
start hopping on YouTube. Like, let me start throwing some stuff together.
you have to,
So,
man. You have to. That's what I mean. You got to figure it out, and you know, I think OJ's been playing, so I think I saw a couple of videos on him, so it won't be such a shock. But you know, that's the type of stuff that may alter your play. My first month or two in Europe, in Serbia, was terrible. It was terrible. Like because I wasn't accepting like the fact that I was not accepting the fact that I was there, but it was hard to just the culture change, man. And so like,
right.
you know, if you're not feeling good about, you know, where you are, like it was cold. It was snow. Like I never lived in snow. Like, you know, I'm driving in snow now and it's freezing. I'm like, man, you just angry, bro. But Belgrade
Yeah.
too, you know, on the list of cities, Belgrade, I forgot about Belgrade, man. It's like that city is awesome, man. But I didn't learn it
Yeah.
until I opened up to it and started to go out and, you know.
Yeah, man. It's definitely takes some adjusting, man. Looks like we're getting ready to start the second half. Guys getting ready. Let's see what's gonna happen now. They gotta turn up, man. So it looks like Cheska got to put together some more scoring. It looked like they were making it look so easy in the first quarter, and then Milan cranked it up. So
Yeah, I didn't even see Will. Will actually got 10 points, which is not bad.
it was a
But
quiet 10, wasn't it?
yeah, it just don't seem like he's that active though. So I guess we all right. Look like Malcolm's okay.
Okay. Oh, we got a great question from Swish Cultures. Shout out to Swish Cultures, dropping questions in there. Curtis, what do you feel like is the most talented roster you've played on?
That would be the hands down the 2014 Milan team that we was on.
Okay.
We was really, really, really deep, and I mean at every position. Me and Daniel were playing at the point. You got Keith at the 2, Ale Gentile at the 3, David Moss 2-3, Niccolo Melli at the 4, C.J. Wallace at the 4, Samardo Samuels and Gani Lawal as our 5s.
Mm-hmm.
It was going up, man. Bruno Chidella was like you just get in your way,
Bruno, I played
like
with Bruno in Italy, man.
play with Bruno. It's what he, you
Yeah,
know,
I played
Bruno.
with
I ain't gotta say
Bruno.
much.
Yeah.
Bruno, yeah, man. We was deep. We was deep. I know I'm forgetting a couple people. We had like Christian Kangor was also played the 4 for us. It was we had
Yeah, I
some.
definitely had a squad. Oh, all right.
But just the talent of Ale Gentile and Keith Langford on one, you know, on both wings. And then you put David Moss
Mm-hmm.
in there. Like David ain't giving you nothing.
Nothing easy. He tough. And Delaney leading all scorers at the moment in this game. I think if he gets
Delaney.
going, man, he definitely. Yeah. Oh, we gotta show you. Well, no, They out. Here we go. Not Delaney. Hall. I'm sorry. Hall's leading all scores with 11.
Oh, good pass.
They gotta get Will going, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he got 10, but I feel like because Lexi gonna get to his.
Yeah, he's been kind of I watched the halftime interview with the coach, or I think you got it was something that, and he said, yeah, I talked to Alexis extensively, and so we could be seeing something right now. Yeah, he's got to understand. This is how we gonna move, because he should be more aggressive if you ask me. Especially if nobody else around you is being aggressive. I think you as an aggressive player, you say, all right, let me responsibility now at least to get myself going or spark something. You know what I mean?
Nah, no doubt. No doubt.
That guy there about I think we like two or three games away, because I went to Poland last season too, for a couple months, and we was about 2 or 3 games away from playing his team, and then he had left to Cheska.
Okay.
I would have loved to get out there again. They had some good things to say about him over in Poland.
Yeah, nah, he was hooping. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a really good year, man. He's talented. He's talented for sure.
Good.
Look like Lundberg found somebody giving smooth fade out there.
I know, right?
Found somebody to fade him up.
That boy out there looking like Drake, baby Drake.
Yo, you ever did you? Okay. Okay. Yo, did you ever go to like any concerts or anything while you was overseas? Ooh.
Yeah, I did. I actually caught it was Drake. Drake, what's his name? Tory Lanez, and it was one more person, man. I can't remember who it was, but they were actually in Amsterdam, and we had I think a little bit of that.
Nice. Okay. Crank it up now.
We had a couple of days off, so we actually went out there and caught that one. In Milan, for like Fashion Week, and they'd have a lot of stuff going on and people, so those were easier to catch. But I saw Neo live, man, in Milan, and it really messed me up. Man, it messed me up because like he reminds you of how many bangers he got that are just fire.
He got heat. He got heat.
So, and it was like I got invited to like a little private situation, so I go in there and he got fire going on, and he get to dancing. I was like, man, this is really it was different for me,
Yeah, I think I think the artists usually do bring a different type of show when they perform in Europe, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Siobhan Shields, man. Siobhan Shields, he's like an X Factor, dude. He just kills you like quietly.
Yeah, and you can't let him start. If he get warm, it is over.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's surprising to me too that on that team, even last year, that he he'll get into his volume of shots, with that many good players around you. So it's I feel like he has, a played with Darius Burton's, man. Coach was like, "Hey, man, Darius, you shoot. Your job is to shoot." So it was like, I feel like it's a similar situation with Siobhan, because he shows that, and you out there with, so a lot of good talent will still have that confidence to just, even when he's missing, like I was in Venice last season too for a month for the playoffs, and we had to catch them. First game, he go crazy, almost 30. The second game was different. The defensive strategy was different, but he still shot, close to the same amount of shots, but not even near as close as many points. It would just take a different mentality to be that way. That's one thing I respect about him, because, he gonna let it ride either way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure, man. And kind of like you said, man, I think he usually makes the best out of being situations where, there's other talented players that may get a little more attention than him. And you definitely don't feel him. He's efficient, man.
And to me, it's a testament of good coaching too, because being a good coach is not just about X's and O's, right? Some coaches are only good at coaching personnel, and then that's why you got your coaching staff that's going to help you out in, places that you're weak at. Same with basketball and players, team game. So, as a coach, I don't think you can take Siobhan and he won't be Siobhan unless you give him that type of space. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when you do that in front of the other guys, I feel like it makes it known, because shoot. Darius used to shoot. We all got hyped for Darius because it was like, we need to get Darius. He was leading the EuroLeague in 3-point percentage too. So
yeah. Man, Delaney having a tough game, man, but I mean, he just one of them type of players. He hit one, he can get hot quick.
Yeah, for sure. He's also, I didn't know he was that. Oh man, on ball defender.
He defends. Yeah, he defends. I mean, just to get the EuroLeague in general, you're gonna have to play some kind of defense.
Yeah, that's true.
You ain't getting there for no reason. Now, like Delaney, I feel like he's an elite defender, but I think even just playing in EuroLeague in general, like ain't no cupcakes out there.
Yeah, and that's the difference in like EuroLeague. Yeah, because you like you said, you got good players, whether they E-League good or great, is at every position.
Yeah. Did you see a difference in the physicality between, like, let's just say like the domestic games versus the EuroLeague games?
Most definitely. That's going to depend on what country you're in too, because you take Milan, they're the only EuroLeague team in Italy, right? So, I mean, if you look, they typically will have 3 or 4 or 5 guys that don't even dress up in like the Italian league. I was in Turkey though, and Turkey's a little bit different because you got 3 to 4, depending on what happens, 3 to 4 to maybe 5 EuroLeague teams. Right. So, that makes it a little bit tougher. But there's definitely a drop. I guess they if you consider them EuroLeague teams and they're in the league, then I kind of just answered the question weird. But yeah. Yeah, right, because they still EuroLeague teams. They just so yeah, it's definitely a drop off.
Where was it on that one?
I'm gonna tell you this though, being that you're gonna get all of those teams good, like best games.
Yeah.
When I was in Milan, everywhere we went, like you gonna get their best shot, and it's gonna be loud on the road, and You know how it go.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't come in there. You can't come in there chilling. They're gonna be hyped. Man, this game look like it's gonna come down to the wire.
Yeah, it's really low scoring too.
Hmm. But I mean, I think like anytime you playing on the road, man, you really just want to keep it close to the end.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely just
And I know a
want
lot
to
of them
just
will
hang
probably
around, just get a little daylight.
a lot of them probably thinking about their big man too. He went down. That's never really easy.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Yeah, losing him definitely hurts. Man, I swear, ain't nothing worse than than tricking off a tech free throw. You miss that tech
There
free
is.
throw.
There's only one thing that's worse is running to the line and missing it.
Oh yeah,
Is worse.
now
That's worse.
that's what I meant. Obviously, that was clear path. That was clear path. He had to shoot that. But like, if you like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm the one.
Yeah. I'm the one. I got it. Brick. Like what?
I used to have a teammate. We was both shooting like high 80s from the free throw line. So whoever had the highest percentage would get the text. So every time there'd be a tech, man, we used to be hating. Like we try to say something to get each other to miss it, so we get them tech free throws. But
You got to go with higher percentage, and that's just what it is, man.
yeah.
I personally, I don't really like shooting tech free throws unless I've shot a few in the game already.
Mm.
I don't want my first free throw or something to be the tech free throw. Like I don't.
Nah, not at all.
But on any team I played on, I don't think I've been the highest free throw percentage guy. So like, I ain't tripping. You know, most guys just be wanting to go up there for the points, and you miss it,
Right.
and then you
Look
look
bad.
all bad.
Yeah, what gym was like the hardest to shoot free throws in because of the crowd in EuroLeague?
Man, when I was in Turkey, I played for Fenerbahce, and Galatasaray was in the EuroLeague too. So it was like, you know, EuroLeague game with two, like, man, it was, that gym gets crazy. Also too, like being on the road at Partizan, you know, I only played there a couple times,
Yeah.
you know, being an opponent, but I think those two are probably two of the toughest places or environments to be in.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Serbia get jumping.
Man, that I really never had seen nothing like that. It really messed me up because I was like, okay, this is what we got going on. They got fire in the slums. Boo! I'm like, ooh. They jumped when I went back with Besiktas, man. They jumped some people, man. They jumped our little corner of fans and made them leave before the game started.
Dang. Yeah, that's tough, man. They don't play no games out there. Shangali got to make that. Milan can get a little cushion here. Oh, Serge. He's getting off it.
I really feel like Alexa should really like.
It's a good shot. Oof. Barely missed it. Sergio trying to push that pace right now. Yes, that's a good guy to get something going.
Mm.
What's that charge? The other way.
Oh, easy call.
That's his second charge he took. That's his second charge. I think naturally, just as a guard, you automatically thinking usually the bigs are going to try and jump with you.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, when they take a charge, it's definitely a surprise.
Yeah, you don't see many big men getting out there taking charges like that.
He got 2 already.
Yeah, those are big plays. There you go. Sit down with him. Sit down with him. These boys scrapping, man.
Yeah, they are. They stuck right now.
Milan out here scrapping.
You must got. Yeah, they got 2.
Guys. Yeah, here we go. 6 seconds. And this will be huge for Milan. They can get a bucket here heading into the fourth. Get you a little 5 to 6 point cushion. Yeah, man. I was always like a big fan of like ending quarters and halves, like on a bucket or anything like that. Like I think it does feel like it does a lot for the team heading into the next quarter.
Yeah, man. I had one coach that we never practiced in the game, in the quarter, in the shot clock plays, man. It drove me nuts.
Yeah.
It drove me nuts. Because then when it was time, it's like, let me draw whatever comes in my mind. It's like, and it cost us a few games because at the end of the game, you got to have something you're going to go to. It's like, hey, we going to flash. We going to, man,
right.
We don't even know. The stuff we seeing for the first time, which is we all professionals. We supposed to, but in the game, it's going to, cost you. Everybody's nerves ain't the same.
Yeah, no, it ain't, man. It ain't, man. You gotta have everybody comfortable. Those be the moments you need, man. Those be the moments you need for the win. It looked like Bayern Munich up 6 in Maccabi. My man Deshaun Thomas got 15 points. Back like he never left.
That's his old team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. DT doing his thing over there.
He was in Panama for about 2 years?
Yeah. He was out there and then he dipped out and now he's back in Bayern. He a tough matchup at that 4.
Yeah. See, we was close to playing with him. My Jerusalem team has some talent too, though. I think we'll cut second, but I played with Jerome Dyson, Terrence Kinsey, Amari was on that team, Stoudemire, and Deshaun was supposed to play with us. We talked to him at the beginning. I talked to him at the beginning of the season. He ended up going to Maccabi that year.
Okay. Yeah,
Dice, man.
He gonna be a problem.
Dice, like one of my ultimate favorite teammates, man, of all time.
That's the homie.
He ain't gonna. You can't play soft or he not gonna let you. Like you see how he playing, you like, nah, I gotta turn it on.
Yeah, he was definitely a hooper, but here we go. We got this fourth quarter. Some Somebody going home with a goose egg in the win column, man. Let's see who about to turn up for these last 10 minutes.
Look like they're trying to push it inside. Excuse me.
Man, I used to love fourth quarters, man. It's like it just gives you a different energy, man. I feel like.
Yeah, man. It's I'm the type like I'm always looking for separation. So right now, in Milan, I probably shoot a 3. Just
Yeah, they got a decent look at one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Another one. See, I feel like right now is where you miss punter if you're Milan.
And he's the guy who I feel like will be thinking like me. Like, how can I know it's 8 minutes left, close to 9 minutes left, but he's trying to kill it now. And then you gotta. He created so much more space for you too. I haven't talked to him, but I really want to talk to him about how that all had went down. I'm just interested to know.
Right.
Because he was a really key piece for them, you know.
Yeah, I know, man.
And Lede too.
Him and Lede, yeah, that's all I'm about to say. Him and Lede. And these guys have gone cold, both of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
That ain't nothing. Yeah, I need to slow it down.
I get Lexi back in there, man.
Yeah, you might as well. I give Lexi probably one more minute. I give him one more minute, and then he gotta ride this out. Especially being on the road. Shields, man. Run tough. Just gonna need a bucket here.
Oh.
Damn. Nothing. I swear, somebody just be looking like fouls from the TV, man.
They be fouls. You just ain't gonna get them. You gonna get them all.
You're gonna get them all. Man, I could not imagine being in the stands. Oh, that's a good cut. Being in the stands, doing all that yelling, jumping, screaming, and got that mask on the whole time. Like, yo,
Hey, that's tough.
I could barely sit on an airplane for 2 hours. Like,
Hell, on the airplane, they not playing either, but they kick you off. They came to see me like 3 times.
Sure.
Sir, we got to tell you one more time to pull this up. We're gonna have to put you off. It's before takeoff. I'm like, man, I'm okay.
Yeah, nah, these fans, they out there dedicated, man. But shoot, something working. They got Milan up 7. Milan up 7.
Yeah,
Sexton just Called a little timeout.
Separation. They getting that separation. It's gonna be hard to
All
shake
right.
back,
So if
man.
you Cheska, what are you doing coming out of this timeout?
I'm putting Fed, and he's got to get him more pick. He needs more responsibility right now. But as a player, and like if I'm just guessing or I'm not saying this is what it is, but like I said, just I'm kind of reading into how Coach was saying, hey, we talked a lot. Because he's a guy I think to me he's just like Siobhan, or I play with Andrew Gallock, right? You can't take Andrew Gallock unless you let him play like he plays. If you make him do anything else, he's gonna be, a way below average guy. But when he gets to play how he plays, he's an elite scorer. To me, it kind of seems like, he ain't being real aggressive like he normally would.
Yeah, no, he definitely gotta catch more on balls. I mean, Kemke, that's all he was doing. He's terminating all kind of plays, whether it be passing or shooting. But
yeah,
there you go. Oh, that was a good look. Up top.
He pushing it now. Got to get him something. A little shields, man.
Yeah. Looks like Serge trying to give him the ball.
Yeah.
Man, that was a good. And you could tell. I mean, that's just a veteran move by Sergio, man. You could tell he's trying to get Siobhan to rock. And obviously, everybody knew they was trying to get Siobhan to rock, which is why he was able to get that assist right there, man. But that was just a good finish.
I think I saw the last time, so he got like 15, 6, and 5. With 5 assists. That's awesome at the 2 guard.
Yeah, not for sure. Good pass. Sergio grooving now.
Yeah, he getting comfortable. He gonna make a 3. He gonna make a big shot if they ain't careful. That's Grant right there. I thought they signed Daniels too, didn't they?
Yeah, he got hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, he hurt something. I think maybe a week ago or something. But yeah, they got Jerry and Grant as well. Yeah, I mean, I think Milan got a lot of talent, man. They put all that together, man. They're gonna be solid for sure. I mean, it's early, man. As you know, so much changes in EuroLeague from the beginning of the season to the end. Yo, was there anybody in EuroLeague you used to hate playing against because you felt like they used to flop a lot, flail?
Yeah, man. That list is long, my man. Because it's the culture over here, and some referees reward it. They reward it, and I try to. I can't play that way though because it's something that's not natural. But yeah, man, a lot of times it's it'd be like I get the 1-4 switch because I'm a guy who's like I can hold my own, Percentages probably outweigh themselves if it's like 5 posts in a row, but I could probably get like 2 stops. But it'd be the bigger
You
guys.
Texas strong. You Texas strong.
Yeah, man. So they get the bigger guys hopping the most, and it's like, why would you reward that if he's 6'9", whatever, and I'm 6'1" on a good day, and there's no way I'm pushing him over. Like,
yeah, nah.
It's a way of the way. I mean, I think something that you put pressure on the officials, man, and sometimes if you flop, the real fouls get missed. So.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But I think just playing in Europe, you definitely learn how to get a couple cheap foul calls to go your way. I used to wait till like they was in a bonus before I did all my little tricks though. Shields, I missed everything.
Yeah, that too. I think that's one thing that I think that I wish I could have been better at, or something that I can still be better at is in those moments, getting those, because them come them free throws.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a big man. These two, he hit these two, man. They're gonna be he tricked one. Nine-point game if he knocks us down. Now they got shit. Oh, that goaltending. Okay. Sergio coming up huge right now.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't lying though. All he misses that late game 3.
Yeah, he gonna get the crowd rolling.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. He gonna late game 3. He gonna start screaming at the crowd. That's when you know the game over. Yeah,
I like to see the point for Cheska be more aggressive too, man.
Yeah.
Because
I think they just out of rhythm right now.
Yes, it's early. It's early. It's game 1, but stuff you got to really see though, like
that.
Oh, I mean, you got close to 4 minutes now, man. You can't, you can't run a 24-second offense.
Nah. You gotta push that tempo. Milan got all the momentum right now.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Oh, like it's slipping away.
Yeah, Milan's looking solid. You got to think Delaney ain't even did nothing today.
Yeah, that's where it gets scary, because it's like you add him getting the rhythm.
Yeah,
it's gonna be different.
Yeah, they could be a pretty deep team, man. Yo, so what was that? What would that practice be like after like a bad EuroLeague loss?
It depends on the coach, man. Like I said,
Yeah.
I really when I think about it, I didn't have a coach that was like that. it's always depending on which team. It was always like way more competitive, like a lot more playing. But I heard some stories that I couldn't relate because I had a lot of guys that were like really, really optimistic. So it was like, hey, you know what? On to the next one. Unless you just got, smoked by 20 or something, or it was just a bad game.
Right.
You probably coming in with like a 2 or 3 hour film session. They gonna nip thing. Everybody's gonna get yelled at for something, and then it's practice time. But outside of like a 2 or 3 hour film session, it wasn't bad. And I like that. I like to watch the whole game, and we all get to watch it. So it was like you
Right.
yourself,
Right.
But that was the worst.
Yeah, you can't.
I've had.
Man, I feel like one thing I learned early in my career, man, film don't lie, boy.
It do not lie, and that's why I like to see. Because after the game, everybody gonna go home and talk to their girls or their homies and say what they did, what they didn't do, and then you will put that film on. They quiet as a mouse.
Yeah, that vision
Sometimes
get a
you
little blurry.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, 76-65.
So you giving them a chance to go back to Final Four?
Man, from what I'm seeing now, I think Milan.
It's early
Obviously
now.
they lost two. It's early, but this is what we here for. We here to make early predictions. So I'm gonna dive in. But I think from what I've seen today, it looks like Milan is deep enough to make a deep run. Because I like the guys they got. I mean, and like we was just talking about, man, like Delaney ain't even did much, but others picked up the slack, and it looks like they're more in sync at least today. So I think they have a chance. Cheska, granted, Milutinov got hurt early, so I think that was a huge blow for them. That was a huge blow for them. So, I'm not ready to write Cheska off, but I like what I've seen from Milan today, for sure.
You answered that nicely.
From what you can remember, who had the coldest uniforms in EuroLeague?
I really, man, one year in Milan, a lot of European jerseys don't look good because they be like soccer style,
Yeah.
They want to give you stripes, and they want to give you and it's like, we play basketball, man, but the 2014 year in Milan, we had these camo blue ones, man, that we twice, and it was they was really dope, and the black and gold ones from Milan too, the ones that you thought.
Yeah, I like them black and gold ones y'all had.
Yeah, that was pretty fire.
Yeah, them black and gold.
Everywhere else I've been, man, it's been stripes on the front, stripes on the back. It's just like, come on, man.
Yeah. Like Siobhan Shields leading everybody with 17, 6, and 5. Is that the tray ball? That's the tray ball we've been waiting on? Is that the tray ball we've been waiting on?
We can go home now. That's it.
It's over.
Right on time.
It's over. Start the bus. Time to go home, man.
I like to see. I don't know his
How
name,
many
but
late game threes Sergio got? What's up? Go ahead.
no, I was number 40 for CSKA. No, he came over from Zalgiris, was it?
Yeah,
Right?
Grigonis. Yeah, Zalgiris. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see him get a little more active. Maybe, but like I said,
Yeah,
it's the
for
first
sure.
game.
Yeah, just gonna take him some time with a new squad and stuff.
But not to kind of go into what you were saying, man, with Sergio and them shots. That's why it's important to, like, if you watch somebody enough, like, they gonna tendencies and habits are like not gonna lie, man.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these guys, you know, we can see a lot, but kind of when you're preparing for these guys over and over, as many games as I have, you getting information from coaches too who watch hours and hours. So you start listening. Like when I said about Spanulis, man, when we took his right hand away, he was like, he had a game. He had like 7 points against us, and it was just all testament to us keeping him off his right. When we saw him before that, he gave because we gave him his right. So you just know, like in these, when Serge wants to put the game away, Siobhan, like when he gets kind of rolling, like he gonna, he's tough. Malcolm too, like Malcolm's his first couple shots need to be difficult. If they not, it's gonna be a long night. So
yeah, no, for sure. Now going back to the whole, okay, let's just say we building out. Now that we done seen these teams, and we watched the little the Monaco game earlier. We're building this fantasy team. Okay, you done drafted Mike James.
I got Mike.
Who from this game? Who from this game you putting on your fantasy team? Your EuroLeague fantasy team. Who you putting on from this game?
I'll probably take Siobhan and put it as my 2.
Yeah.
I'm taking him and putting him at my 2. I'm starting like that. My team is really gonna be guard oriented. We're gonna find us some bigs that can screen and roll and can block. We want to play fast pace. But we talking from this game for sure. I'll probably go Siobhan as my 2.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was about to say Siobhan, but I would take Will. You know what I mean? I think Will kind of like Siobhan, man. He stuffs the stat sheet as well. He's gonna get you buckets, he's gonna get you rebounds, and he's a good passer as well. So outside of that, I would definitely take outside of Siobhan, I would definitely take Will. But
I think that's a great move either way.
Oh, D Hackett doing this thing, but we're coming down to the last seconds here. So who's your MVP of this game, man? Serge. All right. Just gonna run off on him like that?
That's one part of the Europe I have to get used to, man. Was scoring in the last minutes.
Yeah, nah, they be with that. They be with
They be
that,
about
man.
the points.
Who you got for your MVP of this game, man? We got
MVP. I'm going Siobhan.
Most definitely. I second that, man. I definitely second that, man. It was a great first week, man. I'm excited to see how this season plays out. I think it's gonna be an interesting race to the end. Hopefully, we get to see these guys in the Final Four. But like you said, it's early. We ain't making no predictions.
You said it already, bro. You said you got Milan in the Final Four. That's what you said.
Yeah, so if they make it, for sure, I'm bringing this tape back up. If not, we burning it. Man. But, yo, that's all we got for this week's show. I'd like to give a special thanks to our guest, Curtis Jerrells. Man, best of luck to you. Best of luck to the rest of your career. Health and wealth is all I wish everybody. And yeah, man, you want to take this time? You got anybody get some shout outs?
That's it, man. Biggest shout out to you, man. Appreciate you reaching out to me, giving me the opportunity, to be the first one. Now I'm gonna tune in every week now. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it's something that you bring to my awareness, making me a part of it. So I'm gonna check you out every week now, and wishing much success for you, with this on your new journey.
Man, I appreciate that, man. And everybody back home, don't forget to like, subscribe. Y'all looking for games? Check it out on EuroLeague TV. You need more info, EuroLeague.net. And please, please, please don't forget to watch our sister show, the Eurostep Vodcast. That's every Tuesday on EuroLeague social channels. Everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed the game. Everybody be safe, and we'll holler at y'all next week. And we're out.